All right. Welcome to Right Body for You. What if your body was the key to getting everything you desire? And thank you for the amazing translators who are translating now and in the future. I'm so grateful. As Tanya and other translators know, I am a translator groupie. Your ability to speak different languages in first place is amazing. And then being able to translate access, whew, I am in awe. So thank you guys for making this actually possible. All right, so I'm not sure where we want to go with this or what we're doing. I used to be really shy. Please.
So how about, because a lot of people in Germany have heard about Right Body for You, they've heard about Donnielle Carter. Let's get started with you, my dear. So who are you? And how did you finally find access? I think a lot of people in Germany and France, they haven't heard the story. So do you want to start there?
Right, because the book hasn't been translated yet, but it is. It's getting translated in German and French right now. So I'm very excited. The book, I mean, of course, is Right Body for You. I'm sorry if my internet's unstable right now, if I hesitate. That's another reason is, Tanya, you're the co-host, so we'll keep going, even if I pop off. And what would it take to have that not happen? All right, so hi, for those of you who haven't met yet, I am Donnielle. I am a part of the Right Body for You book. I've actually been working with Access and using the Access tools coming up on 12 years, which just absolutely amazes me. I know time isn't real, but holy crap, where did time go? I can't believe I've been doing this for 12 years. You know, as a humanoid, I usually get entirely bored quickly and move on, but I'm still loving every single day of this. So a little bit about me is my mother was a nutritionist. So my study of bodies actually started at a very early age. She was supposed to die when I was 10 because she was so sick. But being the humanoid that she was and is, she went, no. So she went in search of something else. And that's how she ended up in nutrition. And then she did a health talk radio show. So I actually spent 27 years helping her produce her health talk radio show and interviewing people about bodies, which is, I love coming from that space, because you want to talk nutrition, I can do that. You want to talk metaphysical with bodies, I can do that. You want to talk physical with bodies, I can do that. And you want to talk energy in bodies, I can do that. And that's what Right Body for You and Access Consciousness is all about with the bodies. And the thing that I loved, because I've had the great education of what bodies, how you're supposed to tell bodies what to do, how you're supposed to control them, how they're usually out to get you. And it's just, you know, you create your body to a certain age, and then it's just, you slowly deteriorate and then die. And hopefully the deterioration is slow and easy. And, you know, it's all about avoiding death and the destruction along the way. There was nothing about creation. People went, oh, you stopped creating your bodies. And if translators, I go too fast, just let me know. I can do that. And thank you again. So what was really cool is, so my mom, again, had this health talk radio show, and we had this one gentleman on. Heidi, sorry, Heidi just came on. Anyways, so my mom had this health talk radio show, and she had one Saturday, she had this gentleman on named Dr. Dane here. You guys might have heard of him. And he was calling in from California. I had never heard of Access or anything like that. And after an hour, I was like, I don't know what this is, but I need to learn more, which was unusual for me, because usually I was like, everything sucks. I was the ultimate resistance. Prove it to me, show me, and it probably won't work because nothing ever has. And so one of the biggest miracles I think I've created in my life is the fact that Dane was my first facilitator. So 2 weeks after that radio show, he was in the little town of St. George, Utah, facilitating a foundation class, which he didn't even facilitate foundation classes anymore at that point. And anyway, so he was there facilitating, he came facilitated foundation class, and he said something that threw me for a loop. Of course, I'll be honest, I didn't hear it until I was listening to the audios later. I didn't hear it the first time that he said it in class. I listened to the audios later and I heard it then. But what he said is, what if your body has a consciousness of its own? And would you be willing to ask it for everything that pertains to it? And I was like, wait a minute. I spent 2 decades at this point listening to people explain their modalities and their protocols, how to change their body. And it's always about forcing it. It's always about telling it what to do. It's never actually included the body. And I'm like, what? And now I have the tools to know the words, but then I didn't have the words, but it made my universe lighter. I was like, wait a minute, there might be something to this. And so it was really interesting. So I turned off the CD player. Yes, they were CDs. They weren't even MP3s. They were CDs way back when. So I stopped the CD player and I went, all right, what have I got to lose, right? So I dropped my barriers. I sat there alone in my office, connected to my body just by lowering my barriers. And I said hi to my body. And, normally this is part of like stories where people go, oh, and then everything was amazing. And life was happy and joyful. And I went skipping out the door. Yeah, not me. I felt like an idiot. I'm like, I'm alone in my office talking to my body. My body doesn't talk back to me, whatever that is. Anyone else kind of feel like an idiot sometimes the first time they use these tools? And they're like, it creates lightness. We don't know what's going on, but I kind of feel like an idiot. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all right. So I podpocked all of that and I dropped my barriers and I tried it again. And honestly, about the third time, I felt less like an idiot. And what was interesting is I began to perceive my body for possibly the first time in my life. Because before that, I had hated that I had a body. Anybody else ever go, oh, if only my body looked good, I could date. If only my body looked right, I could get the job. Or I could have clothes that look good. Or I could go to the beach. Or I could go on the Ferris wheel ride or whatever it is. Anybody else ever start sentences like that of, if only my body was different, would my life be better? If I only weighed X pounds less. Exactly. All of those kind of things. So there's shits and giggles. Everything we are waiting for our body to be later. So to allow us to be us now, truth or do we will and story and uncreate that all. Right, wrong, good, bad, Falcon, insurance, boys and beyonds. Yeah. So everywhere we are waiting for our body to be something different that would allow us to be us when we're just us anyways. Truth, would you guys be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, Hawkeye shirts, boys and beyonds. Cool. So, anyways, and so I started using the tools right away. I started asking my body what it wanted to eat, what it wanted to wear, and not judging it less. I would love to say not judging it at all, but You guys are psychic and you would know I was lying, but I was judging it less. And it was amazing to see how quickly things changed for me and my body when I actually started including it. And first off, the things that pertain to it, like I said, what I wanted to eat, what I wanted to wear. And this is where, I lost a lot of weight really quickly. Beyond this reality, as a matter of fact, an herbalist friend of my mom's had thought I had gotten like some cancer because I had lost weight so quickly that he thought there was something wrong with me. And he was like, I think you caught something. I'm like, I caught consciousness. But so Gary asked me to be a part of Right Body for You. I'm in the first chapter in the book, and then I've been developing the Right Body for You workshop for 12 years since then, which is just so amazing. But I have to tell you guys, the body changes were just the first part, because my body has changed so much since that 12 years ago. I've gained weight, I've lost weight, I've had a cold, I've twisted my back or, whatever. And it's like, a lot of people think that Right Body for You is about, or this reality is about getting a specific type of body and then staying there. But it's not. Your body is in a constant state of chaos. Just kind of do this. I don't know what level you guys are at with access or not done or anything, but play this game with me. Take a moment, just close your eyes and connect with your body. And can you perceive the motion in it? Is there anything about your body that's actually still? Even if you're sitting still, can you perceive the motion in your body? Not defining it. It's not like you're looking for your cells specifically, but it's like, look at that. Have you seen? Can you perceive? Yeah. The motion in your body. Yeah. Your body is in this constant state of movement, this constant state of chaos. And chaos is actually about creation. And it was so interesting. I watched a YouTube video the other day while cooking, because that's what I do. I cook, I watch YouTube videos, and I watched this one about chaos theory of physics, and it talked about how we always think chaos leads to insanity or havoc. But what actually they were talking about is how chaos actually leads to an order of sort and almost a predictability. It was really interesting. And I'm like, oh, that's our bodies. We have the chaos of our bodies, and then we get bodies that look like this. So it's really fascinating. And sorry, I may have just gone off the edge with the deep end with that one. But anyways, but a lot of people want to tell their bodies to stop. It's like, I want to look like what I looked like in university or when I was a teenager. But you and your body aren't that way anymore. And I don't mean that as a negative thing. What I mean is your body is constantly state of evolving, and it's like, I know I look better than I did 12 years ago. I'm heavier than I was 12 years ago, but I'm happier. My space is better than I was 12 years ago. And so this is one of the big invitations about Right Body for You is, yes, it can help you lose weight. It can help you heal. It can help you change things. But it also helps you have a universe where everything is good. You have no right, you have no wrong, you have no judgment. And no matter what shows up or how it shows up, that you have ease and fun and joy and creation. Because I don't know about you guys, but I personally was always looking for somebody to create with, somebody to have my back, somebody to tell me I'm going the right direction, that I'm not screwing up, that this path is worth it, that everything, right? Anybody else ever had that? Yeah. Well, for me, that's my body. Wow. My body is the best thing for me to create with. It gives me information about it, yes, about me, yes, me, the infinite being, about other infinite beings, about other bodies, about other agendas, about the earth, about energy, about consciousness itself. It's absolutely amazing, the information that your body will tell you if you will listen. A lot of people go to, what do you want to eat? Body, who, what do you want to eat? Who do you want to shag? And what do you want to wear? But that's just like the little candles. There is so much more to what your body can give you information. And my creation has enhanced just allowing the energetic contribution from my body. My money has enhanced. My businesses, my relationships, just how I walk through the world. And it's all based on just allowing my body to be a contribution and a creation partner.
Sorry for interrupting, Donnielle. When you talked about inviting your body to be the energetic contribution, that really had some energies. Can you talk a little bit more about that and what is required to be in that contributive relationship with your body?
Oh yeah, can I talk more? Yes. Because the I laugh at this because excuse me, before I ended up doing what I'm doing now, well, I should say solely doing what I do now with the Access and Right Body for You and everything else. I was a promotion manager for a TV station, and I was very, 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 very shy, which is, I know. That's what people go, bullshit. I'm like, no, really. We're talking, flop sweats, where you sweat just profusely, and then your voice crackles and you can't finish what you say. And now I don't shut up, so we know I can talk. But that part of that, it was actually a contribution from the body. And a lot of people want to say, well, of course you have no problem speaking anymore because you look right. Had nothing to do with that. And this is part of the, Tanya, what you're asking about the energetic contribution is, it doesn't matter what you look like. It's the energy of what you're willing to be, and your body is willing to be anything. Okay. And usually the phrase that pisses people off is the next sentence of, however your life and your body is at this moment, you created it as that. Your body, however your body is from the energetic requests you've given the universe. And everything that brings up times a godzillion, destroy and uncreate it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, and I ensure it's boys and beyond. For me, after I lost a bunch of weight, then I went to, oh no, I can't attract people. I can't be too seen. I can't, there's a number of things. It's like, oh, I can't make more money than my family. Or no, I can't stand out because if I stand out, I'll make somebody else feel worse. Or if I have enough people not believing me, let's not invalidate them. And so throughout these insane, silent, but energetic. So silent, I mean, like I didn't verbally say them out loud or cognitively know them, but energetically, I put that stuff out there. So of course I started gaining weight again and a number of things to fulfill that request I gave to the universe to not be a threat, until the day that didn't even matter anymore. And I'm like, hey, I'm willing to be a threat no matter what size, shape, or health level I'm in. So that's the thing that usually pisses people off. It's however your life and your body is at this moment. It's been created with you and your body by your request to the universe and to your body. And one of the biggest misconceptions is that your body has to be a certain way for it to be a contribution. So everywhere you're waiting for your body to be right, to be a contribution, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, puck, and I assure it's boys and beyond. So when we talk about our body being an energetic contribution, because our body speaks energy, you speak energy, the universe speaks energy. So when we talk about the body being an energetic contribution, that's really pretty much what I mean. A lot of people think it has to be linear of my body's a contribution to my business because it helps me stay up late at night and it helps me type, or it helps me get up and make a speech, or, you know, a number of things like that. And while that can be a part of it, it's not all of it. It's kind of like, has anybody here ever run bars or a body process? Right? You run bars, you run body process. And and I'm also a 3-day facilitator. So I get asked this question a lot of, can you do these processes on yourself? And what does any good 3-day body class facilitator say? Yes, however, it exponentializes when somebody else does it on you, right? Because you plus another person is greater. Same holds true with your body energetically. It's like, yeah, we can do all this energetically, yet when we allow the energetic contribution of our body, us, plus the energetic contribution of our body equals greater. It exponentializes even faster than you can possibly imagine. And it's not a doing. Let me say that again. It's not a doing. A lot of people think, oh, well, if my body to be a contribution, it has to do line work. It has to do dance. It has to do, no, it just has to. And the great news is your body doesn't have a point of view. Your body doesn't have a judgment. So it's actually willing to go faster, further than we are quite often. So it's like having that business partner where those days when you're down in the dumps, you're like, I don't know if I want to do this business anymore. And then your business partner is like, oh, but we're almost there. You know what? We got it. We just have to go this little bit further and it'll shift and change and everything will be amazing. You know, those really like cheerleader business partners that some of us have had over the years. Well, that's kind of what your body is. And it's the energetic contribution because it doesn't have judgment. It does not have a point of view. And so it is willing to contribute. And like I said, the energetic contribution, it may start eat, shag, and wear, but that's not where it ends. I mean, have you ever,
Can I ask
have you ever met somebody? Yeah, let me just say this really quickly. Have you ever met somebody and then had a moment where you go, I don't know if this is like, they seem nice, but I don't want to play with them. Nice to meet you. I'm going to go over here, you know? Well, yeah, look at the physical reaction of your body. How much is your body letting you know the agenda of that other person? Okay. So it's like your body can give you so much information if you're willing to receive it. Tammy?
So when you were talking, I'm just wondering, is it possible to create or to have a creationship with your body?
Yeah, that's what all this is about. That's why I said your body is for me, I finally figured out my body is my creation partner I've been looking for. Because when my energy gets added to, or so when my body's energy gets added to my energy, it exponentializes. Yeah. I can always tell when I'm trying to do it alone because it's harder. Okay, let me say that again. I can always tell when I'm trying to do it alone because it's harder. And I don't mean like only good things happen, I wish. But when things go crazy, like I had this call with you guys. It's 1 o'clock for me. It's 8 or 9 for you guys. No. Somewhere around there. And all of a sudden I had this other meeting with my sister about this house at noon and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, how can we have ease with this? Because I'm like, I have to go out there and come back and do this and have coffee so I can do the Zoom with all of you guys. And it's like, when I'm doing it alone, I'm stressed. I don't see a possibility. And my universe is about this big. when I allow the energy of my body to contribute, I'm like, okay, cool. So we can do this, right? Yes. We can have ease with it, right? Yes. Okay, cool. And then it's like, boop, 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 boop. And then I'm standing there talking with the realtor and my sister. And all of a sudden I go, oh, my body literally, it's so funny. My body, I had my phone in my pocket. My body takes out the phone and I'm looking at it and going, oh yeah, I need to go. Because it takes me 10 minutes to get home and everything, and I have to go. And so that's creating with my body. It's not like my body did it atomic. It's not that my body did it by itself because the infinite being is working with it, but I have that relationship with my body to where it can start and help. It's like, hey, we're creating this motion. We're getting the phone out. Look at this. Or even just that little niggling of like, and I even started like walking to my car. My sister's like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I have to go. But that is just one example of the creation with my body, is that I was willing to receive the information from it. It knew what it could physically do and when it needed to be, often beyond this reality. Because I mean, who goes and looks at a house in 30 minutes and then make it back for a Zoom with you guys? Me and my body. Yeah, totally. And coffee.
That was a nice advertisement. And Donnielle, we have a question from Claudia. May I read it to you?
Please.
And I think you're open for questions, just to invite
Yes.
everyone to ask whatever they want to ask. So Claudia writes, I seem to have a physical connection to a woman in this house. And I guess she means where she lives. I seem to take her lack of energy, etc. I keep destroying the relationship every day. Can I also destroy the relationship of my body with her?
Absolutely. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, occasionally I'll destroy and create my relationship with my body. And it's not that I infinite being pop out and then I have to come back to my body. Remember, destroying and uncreating, your relationship is just about destroying and uncreating the past reference points. So it's like, I know me and my body were this together yesterday. I'm going to destroy and uncreate this with my body. I'm going to destroy and uncreate my relationship with my body today. So I'm not trying to create my relationship or actually physically create my body from the reference points of yesterday. So yes, absolutely, destroy and uncreate the relationship of your body with her, but also with her body. Okay. For me, it's always kind of a four-way conversation going on, because I, as the infinite being, am talking to her and her body. My body is talking to her infinite being and her body, and then the other way. Okay. So when you're destroying and uncreating your body's relationship with her, you also want to destroy and uncreate your relationship with her body. I really experienced this after my mom died, because my mom was, my best friend. We had a great relationship, which, by the way, you still create limitations and insanities around. I talk about that in the Right Body for You class. It's like, it's not just the bad things that we need to look at. Oh, it's just the bad things that create all the limitations in my life. Actually, I had a great relationship with my mom, and I still created limitations. So everywhere you only want to look at the quote unquote bad things to figure out what is wrong with your life, please destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, all night, choice, boys and beyonds. And don't even get me started on there's nothing wrong with your life, or how we're taught to look for wrong. That's another one of big things for me. But when she died, it was interesting, because I asked Gary, I'm like, I know I'm mourning her, but it feels deeper than that somehow. I said, sometimes I'm crying and it's just like such a deep well of sadness. And it was just, I can't remember what the words I was using. It was 7 years ago. And he goes like, well, of course. He's like, your body's mourning her body as well. I'm like, oh, yeah. Because my body had a relationship with her body. And not just because I came out of her body. It's just, you have relationships with other people's bodies too. Anybody else have, people they enjoy having sex with, but they don't actually enjoy the infinite being? Yeah, because, you know, your body may be enjoying their body, but the infinite being's kind of an idiot or something. And everything that brings up times a godzillion. Destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. So, yeah, so destroy and uncreate relationship with her and her body, and your body's relationship with her body and her.
And is
Cool,
there also
absolutely.
a healing contract going on because the lady has no energy and she seems to heal it?
Well, this is a whole other thing. Healing contract is kind of one of, who does it belong to? Honestly, you guys, who does it belong to with bodies? Use a lot. I talk about that a lot. There's a whole big thing I go into in the Right Body for You, which Heidi knows. She's hosted me a couple times in Vienna. And but here's the thing about, here's good news, bad news for you guys. You guys are healers. That's the good news. The bad news is you guys are all healers. So, and you care more than you give yourself credit for. Okay. So let's do this. Any lifetime, past, present, future, dimensionality, where you bought, sold, created, or enforced the modality of healing another person by taking it into your body or upon yourself to understand it, to transmute it, to change it, to instantly heal them, whatever it is. Truth, would you guys be willing to destroy it and create it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, on ice shorts, boys and beyonds. And all those lifetimes, past, present, future, dimensionality, where and all the oath, vows, swearings, fealties, promises, and commitments to, if you are a healer, you must heal. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, on ice shorts, boys and beyonds. Because that's where we get into those interesting things of like, I know this tool should work, but it just can't seem to work. It's like, I do, who does it belong to? And is it me? Is it the tool? Is the tool broken? It must be me. I'm probably broken because other people, who does it belong to? And they're better. And I'm still in pain. You know, what the hell's going on? That's when these points of view you don't even know you have come into play. Okay. Because it's like, if you're functioning from any lifetime where you have to heal without a choice, it's like, the responsibility. I am a healer, so I must heal everybody. And then you have the point of view and the modality learned of, you take it into you or your body or your universe to heal another person. You can do who does it belong to a whole lot. And if you don't change those points of view, you're still going to be like, I get a little better, but you get, and that's where you get better until it reaches that point of view of, I must do it this way, or it worked in the past. So everywhere you've changed your body or healed another person in the past, so you've put that into your categories of, this works, boom, this works, boom, so it's going to work next time. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and I create all of those? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, on my shorts, boys and beyond. Because that's the other thing I love about Right Body for You is it helps you to heal and not destroy yourself. Sound like fun to anybody else? Contribute to another person healing and changing and not destroy your own body or happiness in the process. Yes. Because guess what? You have choice in all things. You have choice in all things, including if you heal and how you heal. Okay? And here's the other side of that, guys. When you acknowledge you have that choice in healing and how healing, you actually become a more potent healer because you're not doing it from reaction, the no choice. You're doing it from the choice and the action. So everything you do gets more potent.
And you basically answered another question with what you just said, because Elke is asking, is it possible to help your body to heal in special ways? And I would say yes, by choice. And for example, in incurable illnesses or paralysis. So choice
Yes.
really comes to play with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's do that once again. Everywhere you think you have no choice in healing, that you have to. So any lifetime, past, present, future, dimensionality, and all the oaths, vows, swearing, fealties, communities, and commitments of, if you are a healer, you have to heal. It's your responsibility. Truth, would you guys be willing to store it and create it all?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay. And then the other part of this, of everywhere you've, any lifetime, past, present, future, dimensionality, where you created, bought, sold, or enforced a modality that you must take the illness, pain, suffering, disease into your body, into your universe, understand it, transmute it, transfer it, heal it, warp it, twist it, whatever, then release it from yours, and your body becomes the effect of that since then. Truth, would you guys be willing to destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, night shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, so it's like, for this example, an incurable illness or paralysis. If you're healing it within yourself, yes, all things are possible, absolutely. If you're healing it for somebody else, and you functioning from that point of view, said or unsaid, that you have to take it into your body to heal it, how many of you are going, I don't think I want to take an incurable disease or paralysis into my body? But that's how I do. It has to learn, or I would learn that it has to be that way. And oh my gosh, this is, it's like, okay, maybe, here we go. Oh, this is so painful. Right. We get into these things when we then don't desire to contribute to another person, because we get in pain. There are actually ways to take it into your body and not have it affect your body, or not take it into your body at all and just be aware of it and be able to shift it and change it. It's whatever works for you. But the second, you guys, the second you start doing it from choice and action instead of no choice and reaction, that pain and suffering goes away. I know some people who still enjoy taking like the pain, suffering, disease into their body to help heal it. Great, works for them. But once they take away that, I have to do this, I have no choice, they take away any resistance, and then they don't have they don't have the pain of the resistance, because resistance can actually create pain. And so it's like, I'm healing this, but kind of not really. And okay, I will, but are you better yet? Okay, good. Once you're doing that from action, you go, okay, we're going to take this in. You have ease with it, and then you can change it. And then for me, I very rarely anymore take people's pain, suffering, disease into my body. It's just not as much fun for me. So what I do is I be aware of their universe and contribute and change it just as dynamically that way, because I'm doing it from the action. Like I said, as long as you're doing it from the action and choice instead of the no choice and reaction, you can contribute to healing another person quite dynamically without destroying yourself, which is, I know, a big thing. Heidi, you did that to me privately, and it's in German, so I'm guessing it's not to me. My German's not that good yet. But thank you. I think I know what it says, and thank you. I appreciate it. So anyway, so yeah. And one more part of this, curing other people, that I find interesting is a lot of people have the, it has to, take it into our body to understand it and whatever. But what's interesting about that is if if I am functioning from, I have to create in my body what's wrong with them and their body to be able to help and heal them, I can't really help a lot of men, because last time I checked, I don't have a prostate. So if a man comes to me with like prostate cancer, I can't duplicate it in my body, so I can't help them. And I don't have a prostate, I checked. So, and we've been and done everything. We've been and done everything. So if we're functioning from, we have to create it in our body to be able to help them, we're actually limiting what we can contribute and heal for another person with our bodies. So everywhere we think, again, that we still have to take it upon us, truth, and we have to take it upon us and create it to understand it. Truth, would you guys be willing to destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyonds. Because you've been and done everything. Just recall all of those lifetimes. Might be easier for you and your body. And like I said, and this is just one aspect. I mean, one aspect of what Right Body for You is. I love it. I love it. Obviously, I've been doing it for 12 years.
And Donnielle, there are so many different possibilities, and especially with the new programs you have set up in the last year, people can become facilitators. Would you like to talk a little bit more about that?
I would love to talk more about that. Yes, it actually started in 2016. I'm so excited. So access consciousness, sorry. Sometimes I say the end of the sentence before the beginning. So Right Body for You is a specialty class of access consciousness. It's actually pretty much the first specialty class of access consciousness, because I've been doing Right Body for You for 12 years, and it's been around for about 14 years, Right Body for You. So access consciousness is a specialty class of Right Body. That's funny. I said it in reverse. Right Body for You is a specialty class of access consciousness. There we go. And so about 2 years ago, Access started what is called the specialty programs, whether you've heard it called the Hub, whether you've heard it called the What Else is Possible Network, and it's something else is coming out, but it's basically the specialty classes of access consciousness. And in that, we got to create facilitator levels. Because I have been asking Gary for about 4 years, or about 2 years prior to the Hub starting. I'm like, can we do facilitators? Can I have facilitators? We have a manual for the 2.5-day workshop, and I think we could do this and da-da-da-da. And Gary's like, not yet, not yet, not yet. I'm like, please. Anyways, so then the specialty classes eventually started. So now you can become a Right Body for You facilitator, and I am so excited. We have 3 different levels of Right Body for You. You can be a Right Body for You intro facilitator, which means you can do any Right Body for You topic, which is a lot, in an intro class up to 4 hours in person, okay? And then you can, next level is a Right Body for You spotlight facilitator. And I call this spotlight intentionally because in one of the fun things about this spotlight level is, yes, you can do the intros, and you can also do a telecall like this, you know, a Zoom, right? Which in the intro level you can't. But also in the spotlight level, you get to do these 1-day specialty classes within within Right Body for You that are focused on specific body issues that are very common. And I call it, you're shining the light, you're spotlighting these different issues. Okay, so we're shining the light in the darkness. So it's like Right Body for You spotlight on weight, food, pain, earth, money, movement, and sex are coming. There's 2 more. I can't remember. This is what I usually write it. Body image. Mm-hmm. Body image, and then another one. Anyways, So it's like all these common things that people like come to you about. And these one-day classes are dynamic. I mean, I perceived a possibility with them when I created them, and they have its own manual. It also has its own manual, and they're already in German and French and Portuguese and Spanish. But, but they are some of the most potent classes out there right now. It's really exciting, these one-day classes. And then you can be a Right Body for You platinum facilitator or the workshop facilitator. And in that, you get to do the 2.5-day workshop, like I'm going to do in Germany here soon. And then you can also do the one-day classes, but then you can also do a telecall series. So it's like you want to do 4 parts on getting Right Body for You, that kind of stuff. So I'm very, 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 very excited. It's fun to see a lot of people out there facilitating Right Body for You, because everybody's unique. Everybody's unique. You know, I've been the only voice in this for a long time, and I knew this needed more voices. So I would love to hear your guys' voices with this. What do you know about bodies that is now the time to reveal? And the thing I love to ask about Right Body for You facilitator possibilities is, what if the thing you judge about your body is the thing that makes you a great facilitator of bodies? Okay? Because in this reality, how many people want to learn from somebody who's been through what their problem is? A lot. Most people go, oh, you've been through it, you've healed it, you've changed it. Yeah. People want to learn from you. What do you know about this? That is now the time to reveal to the world. So please add your voice to Right Body for You. Sorry, I was on a roll, Tanya.
No worries. And you're sometimes breaking up, and then I think you make a break and I start talking. So it's totally cool.
Sorry.
So
Internet.
What are the prereqs? So can anybody become an intro facilitator?
Yeah. Okay. To become a, let me pull up a note here so I don't misquote myself. Like I said, I know it, but I want to make sure I don't say the wrong thing, because then I would have to tell me. All right. So to be a intro facilitator, it is Tanya's psychic too. Sorry, there's a question in English in the chat room. I could actually answer that one. All right. So to be a taster facilitator, and it's intro, I call it a taster level because that's funny for me, because bodies taste food and other people. Anyway, so taster facilitator. But you can do the in-person intro classes. The prerequisite is through COP, and at least 1 2.5-day workshop, and read the book or listen to the book, because it's on audio live as well. And then it's 210 euros annually. That's it. So it's 210 euros a year to be a taster facilitator.
So you don't have to be a bars facilitator or something else. It's only a COP, a 2.5-day class, and read the book, which is not in German. So what are we doing with the Germans who only speak German?
Well, you can listen to the audio, which is only in English, and it's being translated. It's being translated. So hopefully it'll be out in the next 6 months. So you could, like, you could still become one, and then you could catch up on that part or whatever, because you could get what you needed to from the workshop, honestly, and then you just read the book when it's out in German. Because trust me, because you're going to want to buy them and sell them at your classes and that kind of stuff as well. Yeah, so I'm so willing to work with you guys on that. I'm not going to be a stickler and go, you can't do that until. And honestly, the only reason I made the book a prereq is there's so much information, and to get the energy of Right Body for You. and to remind people that there is a book. Because here's the fun thing. You know, in this 10 seconds, we're still kind of working within this reality, right? Or we talk to people who function from this reality. When you say people that you're a right body facilitator, and look, it has a book, it becomes more real for people. It becomes more of a believable that is, but it's true. So it's like, that's another reason I made the book part of the prereqs, is so that they could know that there is a book.
And yeah, I totally concur with that, because I read the book years ago. And then I was aware that you have created an audiobook, reading it in your voice, and I listened to it, and it really brought up some other stuff. And I'm really grateful for this to be a prereq. It's not a thing we have to do. It's really a gift to get the energy of Right Body for You. I really love it. So that's
cool.
amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. And I had fun with that. I had fun with the audiobook.
And the Spotlight Facilitator, what is required there?
Yeah, Spotlight Facilitator is you have to be a certified facilitator. And, you know, a lot of people go, why do you have to be a certified facilitator? These are intense classes. It was actually a request from the facilitators themselves. Because at first I allowed people to be a Spotlight Facilitator without being a CF, and their bodies they didn't thrive as much. Because anybody ever noticed that bodies are judged a lot in this reality, right? And so these Spotlight classes have been pretty intense. And so the classes that you are required to do to become a certified facilitator are actually very contributory to being able to show up and be that potent facilitator that you can be with us and thrive and not crawl away a puddle of goo. And you know, and trust me on this, because the 3-day facilitator program and the body process facilitator program and the facelift facilitator program, I started all of those 1,000 years ago, when Gary's like, hey, we're gonna have other people be 3-day facilitators, do you want to create the program and stuff? I went, yeah. And he's like, oh, we're also gonna do body process facilitators, you want to do that program? I'm like, yeah, you know. And so I think it's funny that I've gotten to play with all these things all these years. Then when I left the body team, I started the facelift team. And then I left that a couple of months ago so I could facilitate more. But the thing is, so I've really been looking. So it's like, okay, so I'm saying that to say, I really look at what is required in a prereq to help you and your body thrive and succeed for long term. I don't do this lightly. I do this in a contributory way, because like I said, I want you surviving, thriving, and succeeding long term, not just short term. Okay. So I've asked a lot. Why CF? That's why. So we have to be a certified facilitator, a Right Body for You book. Read it or listen to it. At least one 2.5 day Right Body for You workshop, and then either do the facilitator Zoom training that I do online, or the most recent certified Right Body for You certified facilitator training. The last one was with Gary Dane and I in July of 2008, but there's a new one coming with me, Brendan, and Andrew in February of 2020. Okay. Or you could do the online Zoom training that I do, which is pretty cool. I had some people do the Zoom training just who are bars facilitators and CFs, because they didn't want to, they hadn't taken Right Body for You yet. But I'm very good at helping facilitators learn how to facilitate and acknowledge the energy that they do know and how to facilitate people. It's a lot of fun. So I do admit I do a good online facilitator Zoom training. So that's, and This is a whole document that we could probably send out. I don't know if it's in German. I'll have to check. Might be in German.
Yeah, I think it would be helpful if we could have that in German translated and send it out to the people.
Yeah, let's do that. I can't remember if it is or not. I'll check when we get off. Anyway, and then that one is 255 euro a month, or 30% from your classes royalties, whichever is higher. And in that, you know, you're paid monthly, and royalties, you get a lot more exposure. You know, we have the Right Body for You book club in action coming up. We have graphics, we have a bunch of programs. There's a whole dazzle that works on help getting you out there as well. We don't create your business, but we help expose you and Right Body for You. And then there's the workshop facilitator. And you have to be a CF, the Right Body for You book. And this one you have to do two and a half day Right Body for You workshops. One of them has to be in person. And then you have to do the most recent Right Body for You certified facilitator training. So like I said, it's Gary Dane and I did the one in July of 2018, or you could do the 2021 in February with Brendan, Andrew, and I, which should be hilarious. And that is 850 euro a month, or 30% royalties from classes. And just to let you guys know, if you're part of more than one specialty class in Access, we make concessions. We help you guys out. There's a maximum amount you'll pay, and I can't remember what it is. I think it's like 1,500 euro a month, and then that's the most you pay. So it's not like I have a friend who's a platinum or a top tier facilitator for like every specialty. And so she doesn't pay 850 for this one, and then 850 for this one, and then 850 for this one, and then 850 for this one. No, I think it caps at like 1,500. I can't remember. I'd have to check. And then the specialties part of it. So if you guys are part of other specialties, it actually, you get a discount for being a part of more than one specialty, which is pretty cool. I am too. I like being a part of more than one specialty.
Me too. And anyone have any questions from you guys? You have been pretty quiet today, so anything you would like to ask Donnielle?
Anything I would like to ask?
And you could also write in German.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just you guys, for me, Right Body for You is so fun. You know, when I look back upon my life of things that have helped me change my life, my body, Right Body for You is at the top of the list. And it's so much more than I have the wrong body. What would it take to get the right body? You know, I had another host of a Right Body for You class interview me on her podcast right before I went to go see a house. And she said she had two interesting experiences. She talked to two friends about the Right Body for You class, and one said, I already have the right body. I don't have to go. Okay. And then the other one said, oh, I'm too fat to go. If I lost weight, then I could show up. And she's like, have you ever had that kind of stuff? I said, yeah. I said, a lot of people function from judgment of their body. I either have the right body, it looks right in this reality, which is nothing but a judgment. Then they have to judge themselves every day about, do I still look right? Do I look wrong? Did I eat the wrong thing? Am I going to gain weight? Oh my gosh, I'm different. What's wrong? It puts them in a constant state of judgment. Whereas the other way also puts you in a constant state of judgment. I have the wrong body. What would it take to get the right body? Let me judge it to be so. And that's where it's like, it's just, Right Body for You is about getting out of the judgment so you can actually enjoy your body and allow your body to be the contribution that you created it as. Because I have another question for you guys. It's like, you know, I was taught, I had a very religious upbringing, a very religious childhood, and I was taught that our bodies were something that we were being limited with, and that we were going to be tried on. It's like, you come to this earth, you have a body, and you go through what my religion that I grew up in was called The Trials and Tribulations to Earn Your Place into Heaven, and then you don't have a body. And I'm like, holy crap. And that felt so heavy to me. Well, now I know why it felt so heavy, because it's an absolute lie. Would an infinite being go into this reality and not, as an infinite being coming into this reality, would you give yourself a tool to help you or give yourself a tool to limit you?
The first one?
You would totally give yourself a tool to help you and your body. It's allowing your body tool of success and creation. Sorry, my internet's stopping. I can see that. What would you recommend how to improve the awareness with the body? Stop judging it. Really. I talk a lot about this in the Right Body for You class, but really, stop judging it. Because let me say very plainly, whether it's in English, German, or French, or Spanish, or whatever, the second you judge anything, you turn off your awareness to it. Okay? If you have a judgment of people killing people, you turn off your awareness of somebody who will come up and kill you. If you judge anything, you stop your awareness of it. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't go kill something. Be aware of, see about it, so then you become the awareness with your body. Stop judging it. And off your awareness.
Donnielle, you're breaking. Oopsie. I think Donnielle is still here, but now she's gone and she will come back. So just stay with us. And I guess she will be back in a second. Or her body is pulling her to something else. The whole thing with the body awareness and the body contribution. Now Donnielle is back. Hello, Donnielle. So just a sec. Yay. There she is.
All right. I should be everywhere now.
Yay.
Okay, because I'm on my phone as well as here. So I'm trying to cover all my bases.
But the tone is much better.
All right. So we have the phone.
Yeah.
We have the computer. All right. Anyway, so this is a huge topic, you guys. How do you have communication with your body? How do you have awareness of your body? And really it is about not judging your body. And it's the second you judge your body, you start turning off your awareness to your body. Okay. Oh, I should be looking at this one. You start turning off your awareness to your body. And let me say straight out, this is not about your body being out to get you. This is not about your body resisting you, because that's what a lot of people do. They're like, I'm willing, but my body's not. Sorry. Your body doesn't have a judgment. Your body doesn't have a point of view. It's about you. Okay. So how do you increase your awareness? Very quickly, very succinctly. Stop judging your body so you can actually receive from it. So that's the condensed version. Mm-hmm. But really the 2.5-day workshop's all about that. Cool.
And about really creating everything you desire in life. You can invite the body to contribute to everything. Any quick tips and hints how to do that?
Yeah, actually have a conversation with your body. It's really interesting how that shows up. like specifically with when I started letting my body be the energetic contribution to my finances. Mm-hmm. I just had a conversation with my body. I dropped my barriers and I said, hey, body, are you willing to have and are you willing to contribute energetically to the creation and generation of finances? And the body went, yep. I went, okay. So it's really about A, having that conversation with your body, B, allowing it, and then C, not trying to dictate how it shows up. Because the second you define how it shows up, you limit what can show up. So as soon as you go, hey, willing to contribute? Okay, cool. And then let it go from there without that that dictation or direction. Just let it exponentialize on its own. So that would be the on how to allow your body to have that energetic contribution, is that first of just that conversation and that lowering your barriers. Oh yeah, and then not judging.
Again.
Sense of theme here? Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Donnielle. And
thank you guys.
As always, you always talk about stuff that does not relate to me at all. So I'm really, really grateful for, yeah.
It doesn't relate to me at all either. Mm-hmm. And you guys, and you know, and that's what I have to, another thing, if I can say really quickly, is this is an ongoing thing. It's never an end. You know, people think like, oh, right body for you, I do this and then I'm dead in my body. No, it's a constant evolution, a constant getting greater. Because a lot of people think it's an evolution and then a stopping. No, it's an evolution of a continuation. It's a continuation. It goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. And every day using the tools, my life gets better, my body gets better, my possibility of ease gets better. So I say this to say, I use the tools constantly. And I put this into the Right Body for You workshops of like, hey, you know what? I learned a lot of this insanity from doing it, from being that insane, from judging my body, from not receiving from it, from creating a dynamic change and then negating a lot of it because I ran into more points of view, then creating different tools to help other people not have to go through what I went through in the insanity. So yeah, so it's a lot. It's a continuation and adventure and joy always. So
yay.
Yay. And see you live in Bonn. Yay. Oh yeah. So come live in Bonn, but it's also being live streamed. We're going to do it over Zoom like this.
We're doing that?
Yes. Aren't we?
Oh.
Aren't we? Maybe not.
No, we don't have internet at the venue, so that's why I was like, okay.
Tanny is in charge, not me. Listen to her.
Yeah, okay. I'm the bad one now that you're not doing it.
No. I just don't know. I can't remember.
No, we don't do that live. It's an in-person class so far. So what else is possible? Good. And if you guys would like to know more or require and desire anything, just contact me and ask your questions. I will be here for you, and also Andrea Hartmann, my co-host. So please contact us and let us know what you require and desire. I'm totally excited to have Donnielle in Germany for the very first time.
Very first time. Yeah. Well, yeah, I've never taken Right Body for You to Germany, and I've never been in Germany. I'm so excited.
And I'm so excited because you're coming at Christmas time. I think it's the first Advent weekend, and we will have Christmas markets, we will have Christmas goose, and we will have all these amazing things we have that at that time of the year. So cool.
I'm so excited. I love Europe in Christmas time. Europe does Christmas so much more decadent and fun than America. I'm sorry, but it's true. From what I've experienced my whole life, it's true.
Except for the Christmas lighting. That's better in the US if you like it.
Well, not where I live.
Awesome. So Heidi, any words from your side since you have hosted Donnielle? What can we expect from her coming to Germany? You had it in
So
Austria.
much, yeah. She was twice in Austria, in Vienna, and yeah, Right Body for You with her really great classes, and I love Right Body for You with Donnielle, and yeah, I highly recommend this class with her.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
Love you too. But I'm in London in this time when you are in Bonn, so yeah, maybe we will see us again in London.
Yes, we both love London.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here and for being interested in Right Body and what is actually possible with your body that you do not think is possible, that if you would allow the possibilities, would allow you to actualize a completely different reality with your body. One of my favorite questions to ask. Thank you all so much.
Absolutely. Thank you guys, and thank you, Tanya, and thank you, translators that are busy saying every word we say. You guys are such a gift.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.